Yo, greetings to the family. Moment of truth and natural wisdom. Yeah, I did some program series about financing and stuff. I've been speaking with some of my brothers and sisters out there, and I decided to share this information with all of you guys who are interested. Easy way of becoming financial discipline. Easy way of becoming financial discipline. I told you about how the bank uses your money to generate more money, and then they give you a share of the profit. I'm not saying you don't need bank accounts. You need bank accounts to be able to track. Whenever you print out your bank statements, you are able to track your activities, your spendings. You see what I'm saying? It helps you develop an expenditure even for your own self. You see what I'm saying? But what I was saying is, anything extra that you don't necessarily need in terms of money, instead of just letting it sit in the bank, can go into investments somewhere so that you earn more cash. Investment gets you more money than letting your money sit in your bank account. So you need a minimum of 3 or 4 separate bank accounts, if possible, with different companies. You need 3 or 4 separate bank accounts, if possible, with 3 different companies or 4 different companies, to be able to be financially disciplined. This is the reason why I'm saying that. Sometimes you had only one card, one bank account with one company. The account is being divided into your checkings and your savings here in the United States. And what you do is, maybe you get your direct deposit through your checkings and you transfer some of the money to your savings. So you tell yourself that you will be disciplined. You will never touch the money in your savings. The money that you transfer to your savings, you will never touch it. But since it is linked, the account is linked to your Visa card, you end up spending all the money in your checkings. And in addition to that, in some emergency cases, you will quickly transfer the money in your savings, and then you use that money. So before you realize, you already spent all the money in both your savings and your checking account, because it's all controlled by one Visa card that you have. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you're gonna tell yourself that, hey, I am setting this money aside for future investment. But because the money is sitting in an account that is directly linked to your Visa card, you end up spending all the money. You tell yourself that, hey, this money is for my electricity bills. But at the end of the day, on the due date for your electricity bill, you will realize that maybe you don't even have enough money to pay your electricity bill because you went to some shopping, you went to a party, you went outside, you ended up spending the money that you were saving for your electricity bills. You see what I'm saying? That is when you begin to call the company that you need an extension and excuses here and there, because you are not financially sound. You are not financially disciplined. See it this way. Whenever you work, during the day of on your payday, you expect your company to pay you back. Your company to pay you for your services that you rendered. Now, you're using electricity or water, and you know that you have to pay the bill at the end of the month, so that some of the bills that you are paying are being used to also pay the workers who control the affairs of the electricity. Electrical engineers out there, demanding pay increase so that they can help generate electricity for the society. So paying your bill on time or even before time means that they also gonna have their payment on time or before time. It motivates them to work very hard. That is one of the problems with Ghana, how people don't want to pay their electricity bills on time, fighting with the Volta River Authority customer service representatives because people are running away from bills. And the same people will complain that there is doomso, especially if Mahama was the president. The same people running away from electricity bills will complain that there is doomso. I'm saying now you need separate bank accounts. This is what it is. All your major activities need bank account. All your major activities. Get a bank account that you save money inside that account purposely to pay your bills. You know the bills on a monthly basis. You know how much money you're gonna need for your bills. Just if you get paid every week, or you get paid every 2 weeks, or you get paid monthly, set up the date of your payment. The date that you receive your paycheck might not be the same as the date you pay your bills. So in this case, maybe you are not able to pay your bills on time, or you don't even know how much you're going to be paying for that specific month. So you assume based on the last payment that you assume that maybe I'm going to need about $700 total for my bills this month. And you transfer $700 into that account with one separate card. Put the card in your bag. Say to yourself that this account is basically for my bills. And trust me, you will never miss your bills. The billing company will never be calling you and leaving you voice message and threatening you. Some of the messages, when you see them, you don't even want to listen to the voice messages because you know that you already chopped the money. You already spent the money unnecessarily. You see what I'm saying? So save money, set money aside purposely for your bills. It's one of your major activities. Now, your daily shopping, set money aside for your daily shopping. You buy gases for your car. You changing your engine oils in your car. Sometimes you get some clothes. If you like to shop, or if you cannot keep your clothes for a long time, you end up buying clothes almost every month. Set up money for your daily shopping, your food. Maybe you want to go to some bar to have some drink. Maybe you want to travel this place. Set up money for your gas. Estimate. Looking at your current bank statement. You know that last month I spent this on shopping. I spent this buying food and stuff. Set that money aside. Anytime you're holding that card, that is the only card that is gonna be with you all the time. Your shopping card is the only card that I carry with me all the time. Because at some point you're gonna need gas, you're gonna go to some restaurant and pick up something. That is the card that you should carry with you all the time. You see what I'm saying? Now your third card is your emergency saving. Your emergency saving is how you set money aside. What else? Set money aside for yourself in case of emergency occurrences. There are some situations coming in that you are not aware of. There are some days you're gonna be sick. There are some days a whole lot of things can come on. you can have some funeral, you can have some, you name it. Set up something special. Estimate. Set up something special for emergency, and put that Visa card or MasterCard related or linked to that account in your box. Put it in your box somewhere. You see what I'm saying? Now, you have future plans. You got your payment. Your payment will be coming in one of those accounts. Either you have about 4 accounts now. You have one for future plans. Like, I am saving $5,000 and I'm going to use it for an investment in this particular company. I'm going to use it to buy stocks or shares. I am saving this amount of money and I'm using it for my project. You are committed to saving for that project. I am saving this specific money, and at this time I wrote it somewhere. I put it in my head. I am saving $500 every month to be able to afford this specific car. At the end of 2 years, I'm gonna buy this car. One thing that I have come to realize is, if you don't have the money, don't spend it. That's how you become financially disciplined. If you don't have it, don't spend it. That is why getting credit cards basically motivate you to spend money that you don't have. Getting credit cards just motivates you to spend unnecessarily on things that you don't actually, most of the time, you don't need. You spend money that you don't have on things that you don't need, and it's painful paying back, because you know that you use the money on some items, on some occasions that were not necessary. That's why you come back to your senses that, hey, on this date I bought about 10 pair of shoes, but in reality I needed about only 2 of them. That is when you begin to cry, because you are paying back. The credit card company is not going to say that you bought 5 shoes or 10 shoes and you needed only 2 of them, so you can return the remaining and get the no. As far as you use, the moment that you use the credit card, you are getting charged. There is something like, they call it cash back. You use your credit card for shopping, and at the end of the month you get a cash back. Did you know how much money you paid as your interest? You are happy that you are getting a cash back. You don't understand financial, managerial, accounting, call me, I will explain how accounting works. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So you have future plans. So this is what happens. The money basically will be coming in your daily shopping account. You use your daily shopping account for your direct deposit for the most part. And once your pay comes in, you use that Visa card. You go to the ATM. If you want to save $500 in your future plans, you withdraw that money from the daily shopping. You put the money in your future plans account. And if you want to save $700 for your electricity bills and water bills, your internet bills and stuff, or you are paying phone bills and stuff, you withdraw that $700 from the daily shopping account, because that is linked to your employment as a direct deposit. You put you take the money on with the Visa card at the ATM, and you go to the balance bank ATM. You deposit that money in that account. Your emergency savings. Maybe you are saving $200 every month for your emergency savings, because you don't necessarily need it. You are just saving it if something comes up. Or maybe you are saving $500. Take that money, go to the bank, get the ATM, put the money in that account. So your basically your direct deposit came in your daily shopping account, but you ended up distributing the money according to your needs, and the remaining will sit in the shopping account. If you realize you have more than you need for shopping, That is when you link your shopping account. You also create a savings account attached to that shopping account, and you will transfer the remaining that you don't need into that savings. You see what I'm saying? And in the long run, if you want to add it to any of the accounts, then you transfer it there. So you have to be very disciplined financially. What you say? What you say? Kakra, me pesa me kache man. I love you all. I mean your message bebre. Na me menu anum bebre kasai. Na the obi so pesa or credit card, obi so utua credit card no but wo hu kan paso. Twitwa mu na to card ni go. Na yitua wo car. Yitua wo car. Wo yi sika no a. Na wo de yakwa akutua credit card no. Nti wo be hu se watua wi. But se wo tua gumu no, na wo san wi so a. The value is the same. The value is the same. Me deep sister be di nkomo. Ebusa na se me nua ba. Ghana credit card ni ho, but the people survive. But if you drop bro chira na yeti mo aye de too much. Obejik na ne ho ka bebre. Hwe enipa ba ko otia bro chira. Ne phone a phone payment in utua. Necessary ne phone. Practically, the phone does not belong to him or her. Ne car and so utua payment. Car no enya ne dia. What you say? Ne fee utua payment. If you are Timono, enya ne dia. What you say? Ibi mo kura ntade a wo moda so mutua payment. Ntade bi kura hye no ne bia na enya ne dia. What you say? Edi ekura bi na eka. Ne computer utua payment enya ne dia. What you say? Let us try to earn assets on our own. You can only do that when you are financially disciplined. What you say? If you want to earn assets here, you can only do that when you are financially sound, disciplined. Yeah, because we make a chere won say ye tua ne ka ebia 3,000. We make a chere won say we sika ne bi e tua ne bills. Wane ne namfofo bi call party. Wono mo nsa kakra na ne tire mo ye ne dedede. Afi oba bia ba no waton sama no. We bia no waton sama no. We ba no agye aduane ama no. Wo hu ye ne se eda no wa spend 1,000. E wo ho nkwan. Obedru fi ensa ne tetere ne so mo se chale na ka 2,000 ne car payment, car insurance ni ade ba beji 2,000 ne mo ama ne nyina ba be ka 1,000 ne rent nso ye bia mfa nse enti enipa no live in stress because all lack plans. What you say? Yeah, enti we here separate bank accounts. America they easy to do it. You need separate bank accounts to do all of save sika necessary man entra bank ko yi na fa kwa do person de koye. What you say? Enko save sika da sa wodi sika ekoto bank na wa ma bank no abowo bursia usike ho no use wo 10,000 da bank na pese okoto car use wo 10,000 ne fa koto car bia 10,000 ne beso eye wo car enye bank dia obi twi car bi ba car ne bank bi ne da so enye wo dia fa wo car fa wo usika wa save no enkwaje bank busa am yensa mfa interest into so ma dia wo ho beso no koto ne twi car ema wasundwie what you say? And I love you or Medimbesia. Why?